He's never done growth marketing, but we've been bros since college. And you could add in anything right there. And what this boils down to is make anybody your co-founder, Will. How many times? And fully validating founders need co-founders, and we acknowledge that they look for co-founders. But man, how many times have you seen this happen?
Pretty much every day. Pretty much and so it always comes to the same thing. Founder will come to me and say, I'm looking to take on a co-founder. I don't know why, but 9 times out of 10, it's a technical co-founder. And I'm looking to take on a co-founder. I'm a little concerned about, giving up equity, which you should be. What do I need to know? My first question is always, who did you turn down for this job? Right? And well, nobody. It's the only person that was willing to do it. And I'm like, so what you're saying is you're going to marry the first person you went on a date with. They're like, oh yeah, maybe. Right. And I'm like, number one, in order to work with people, you don't have to make them co-founders. Like, I don't know where that became a thing, right? Like you can work with people in a million different capacities, right? And not make them co-founders. In any other like business or industry, nobody just makes people like part owners of business because they want to work with them. They're called consultants, they're called employees, they're called contractors, like there's called advisors. There's a million other ways to work with somebody. That doesn't mean they're their co-founder. But if they are a co-founder, and even if you've been bros since college, I guarantee statistically, and Ed, back me up on this if you think I'm too off, I'm making the number up, 70% chance it's going to go wrong. Like it's insanely high.
Yes. And the key functioning term here is they've never done growth marketing, but we're going to hire them as chief marketing officer because we've been bros since college. And Will, I think where I learned this lesson, and this is one of the things I'm thankful, the show Silicon Valley, Mike Judge's show, right?
Yeah.
I ended up watching that, and there was an instance in there where literally he hires his college buddy, and then the guy's completely useless, right? His name was Big Head. And
Big Ed. Big Eddie.
Yeah. And he just walked around with like big gulps. And then later on, the main guy got roasted by an investor saying, you mean you brought him on and forced him to break up because that's not going to cut it. I'm not going to invest in you. And it's one of those instances where I was like, man, lesson learned. That's a good thing I watched that.
That show was freakishly accurate.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like in ways that people didn't even realize, like the little tiny nuances they had throughout the show, it was freakishly accurate. And when people think like, there's no way that guy exists. Who was the guy, the Mark Cuban spoof guy? 3 comma guy.
Yes, the 3 guy. Yeah.
Right. That guy was classic, right? That guy exists. Like that's a real person. Yeah.
It's strange, but if you ever want to have a good time, watch the show and then go down to Mountain View or walk around Menlo Park and walk through all the residential areas, and you'll see houses that look exactly like that. And it is a wild experience, Will.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, we got some really great comments coming in. Yes, Big Eddie. So Big Head, that's a great show. We highly recommend it.